with the Reckoning finally being completed within Black Ops 6 Zombies, fans are excited about the ending and want to hear more. But there are leaks and rumors regarding a classic that could be returning. Let's discuss. And here's the question of the day for you guys today. Comment it down below. What was your favorite Black Ops 2 Zombies map? I'll be reading the comments. Let's discuss. Okay, so I have been seeing a ton of talk about this within the community, ever since the ending of the Reckoning. And, spoiler alert, I'm going to give everyone a second to click off. There's a spoiler warning from here on out within the video about what happens within Black Ops 6 Zombies. And hopefully you guys are away now. If you guys, want to be spoiled, feel free. But at the end of the Reckoning, our crew is teleported to, I believe, the Dark Aether or a different timeline, in its entirety. And our four characters that we know and love, Dempsey, Richtofen, Nikolai, and Takeo. Yeah, I said those names right. All those four characters, are approaching the crew that we have in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, this isn't really too much of it in itself, but there was a teaser, within the Black Ops 7, teaser trailer itself, that there is some sort of zombies footage there. It's very hard to make out, but we do see two headlights. And, where are two headlights found? In the Black Ops 2 Transit Zombies map, with the bus. And I'm going to have more details tying into why I think Transit could be seeing a ground-up remake, not necessarily a remaster, but a ground-up remake within Black Ops 7 Zombies. But why do I feel like that this is going to be the route that we're going to be going on? Well, I have no idea, but I'm going to use theorized assumptions in saying that the year of 2025 and going into 2026, Treyarch is clearly cashing in on the nostalgia field for us. If you look at the game that they're currently making, it's a direct sequel to Black Ops 2. They could make the argument that the year is 2025 and this is a celebration, towards Black Ops 2. They could say Black Ops 2 was the most successful game of all time, so we want to bring everything into one package, for the fans who did not experience Black Ops 2 to experience it in present day, or Black Ops 2, is just a really good game and fan wants to cash in on the nostalgia field. Any one of those theories could work, but I'm going to specifically zoom into zombies here. What map did we see launch with Black Ops 2? Transit, of course. What's our favorite crew? What has us fans been begging for ever since, Cold War has come out, or even the past Zombies? To see the return of our characters. And, if we kind of put two and two together, the year being 2025, the game that made it all, happen, Black Ops 2 Zombies, the OG crew, it just sounds like Treyarch is kind of just rewinding time to, make us fans happy again. And there is some more evidence, I will put a video to MrDalekJD's video down there in the description below if you guys want to know more intricate details and everything in between. But this is just, I feel like it's going to happen. As with that Zombies teaser trailer that we did see those two headlights in and all those leaks surrounding that there's going to be, they could be an 8-player zombie, game mode, or that could be the standard. The leaks saying that our OG crew was going to be returning, but in a different way. Obviously, that happened within the Reckoning of Black Ops 6 Zombies, albeit it's a little bit more of a weird thing than I thought it was going to happen. I didn't think the characters were going to get pulled in, but nonetheless, it's there, and it's setting up the story for Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, we still don't know, how this is all happening. We still don't know the narrative as to why the OG crew is there and why the new crew, the Black Ops 6 crew, got pulled in. This could be like a self-sacrificing. Maybe this will lead to the Modern Warfare Zombies ending where I don't even know what to call them, the Black Ops, let's just call them the Requiem crew. The Requiem crew dies off within that sort of space, and they are found later in Modern Warfare Zombies, and the OG crew somehow gets pulled out. We still don't know anything, but what I feel like is going to happen is, obviously, they're going to explore a remade version of Transit. Now, this could be an alternate timeline of Transit. Now, this could be within the Dark Aether Transit where everything's all messed up. This could just be the same old Transit that we know and love, and, we're just going back in time. Now, I'm going to play this gameplay for you guys here. We don't know if there's going to be any sort of lava involved. We don't know if there's going to be sort of, like, different sort of mechanics that Transit, 1 didn't, have at the time. But I feel like Treyarch now, since they have the capabilities, the hardware to do everything. We've seen Outbreak zombies. We've seen Modern Warfare zombies. Back then, Tranzit could not be made to its fullest because of the engine's hardware. Now, present day 2025, we could see Tranzit, in a way that we've never seen it before. And that could mean, new areas to explore. There's obviously may not be any fog within the map. There could be more teleportation systems like we had in Terminus where we could drive the bow. Maybe we could drive cars. Maybe we could drive other, do other things to get around the map. Now, I'm not saying war zonification, zombies is a good idea, but if there's other ways that we can get around the map that, you could pay points for just to make, traveling this huge map a more ease of access, I wouldn't mind bringing in some cars or maybe some motorcycles, but maybe you have to pay for them. Maybe it's not just like a one and done thing. Or maybe there could be the bus returning, because I also did see leaks that Ted is going to be a playable operator within Black Ops 7. It's going to be a pre-order edition for the Vault. Kind of like how we saw Klaus and the Warden for Black Ops 6 zombies, but it's going to be within Black Ops 7 zombies. Now, I'm not going to show anything here only because I don't want to get copyrighted striked, but, it's out there. Go look for the videos, go look for anything you guys want, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be there for you guys. But, we really don't know too much information other than the leak saying that OG Crew is coming back. There's going to be a bus or some means of transportation system within the map, and it could be 8-player. Now, like I said, if we tie everything back to what we, are talking about here in this video, it just does make a ton of sense that I feel like Jesus, that's my old channel talking. Excuse me. I feel like Treyarch is going to actually bring in, this genius idea of remastering or even remaking Tranzit, for the 2025 Zombies experience. And we really don't have too much longer to wait. The Black Ops 7, reveal event is soon. If they're going to show zombies, I have no idea. Only time will tell. But, with everything that's happening in Black Ops 6 zombies now, like I said, I am beyond excited that we could see a Tranzit, remake, within Black Ops 7 zombies. Now, I'm going to squash this, thing for you guys really quickly. And, personally, I think it's going to be a remake if they do bring Tranzit within Black Ops 7 zombies. I don't think it's going to be a straight one-to-one remaster. That'd be cool, but I feel like, just the map and its mechanics in Black Ops 1 Tranzit, Black Ops 2 Tranzit, I just feel like we're so out of the ordinary. Like, you guys have been seeing my Tranzit gameplay here. I did not enjoy playing that map, and I don't want to play that map. Just the pack-a-punch is hard to get to. Just the map is very weird to traverse. There's really not a ton of mechanics to get around other than the bus and the denizen teleporters, which are completely random. Other than that, I don't want a one-to-one remaster. I want a remake with, a bunch of maybe added mechanics like, zip lines to get across the map. Maybe a better bus system. Maybe we can get answers to bus route B. Or maybe we can actually see, cars that we could drive around or everything else in between. But let me know what you guys think down there in the comment section below. I believe that Treyarch is going to remake Tranzit from the ground up so that us players, can experience it one more time, or the new players can experience some sort of Outbreak mode. Who knows? Maybe this could be the Outbreak experience, and they could evolve this map over time. That would be pretty cool. I mean, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to like the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys do want more. This is Ace signing off. Stay healthy, stay clean. Bye.